On our spring road trip continues, and tonight 20 Towns in 20 Days is taking us to New Milford, home of the Green Wave, Candlewood Lake, and a whole lot more. Let's go live to the New Milford Green to Channel 3's Mark Robbins. Mark, what's going on?
Hi, Aaron. It's nice to hear from you. It's just been a gorgeous day here. We've been having a lot of fun in New Milford, part of our 20 Towns in 20 Days. You know, this place is really thriving now. We talked to the mayor a little while ago, and he's thrilled with the way things are going. And back in the 90s, things were really on the uptick in this town of New Milford, especially with the functionality that it has that you don't find everywhere. You have a wonderful blend of business and culture in downtown New Milford. In the 90s, it was a big meeting point for various age groups. There's always been shopping, food, and culture. It's just that back in the day, getting home required a few different steps that aren't used today.
We would go to the movies, and then you have to call, use a payphone with a dime to call, to get a ride to come home.
A few miles from the Green sits the Windmill Diner. The diner has occupied this spot for about 54 years, moving in after a fire destroyed the florist that was originally on the site.
We're next door at the building. That was the original one. The property was for sale. My dad bought it and put it here, hence the name Windmill.
And it's still called the Windmill. Still popular, but not quite the teen hangout it used to be.
Yeah, there was smoking or not. And there were, like I was just saying before, there were jukeboxes everywhere. You know, put a quarter in, listen to music, good times. D6 was Mary J. Blige. Real love.
I mostly remember coming here when I had study halls, like my senior year. And then my parents, we would come here after church on Sunday mornings.
The Windmill is woven into the fabric of New Milford. This town of 62 square miles is the largest township in our state. Farmland and parks make up about 3/4 of the landscape, with the other quarter being commercial business.
It's got pretty much everything. I mean, if it doesn't have everything, it's within driving distance, close driving distance to what you need.
And of course, you've got Candlewood Lake, and it's seen its popularity rise greatly over the last few years.
25 years ago, there was a lot less people. The influx actually happened in the past 10 years, and especially in the past 2 years because of COVID.
If you plan on coming out to enjoy and participate in activities on and around Candlewood Lake, be prepared to share the water. The crowds are expected to be overflowing now that COVID restrictions have been eased.
Expectations are really high for this summer. I think we're going to have the most people boating on Candlewood Lake than we've ever had in the past.
Lisa Stein is a 1997 graduate of New Milford High, the old high school, and she's now in the new building as the girls' volleyball coach. Lisa says the roots for people in this town go very deep into the ground.
We have friends that are not from here, and we'll get together with them and have conversations, and they're like, is everyone that lives in New Milford a graduate of New Milford High School?
Yeah, that's not a bad thing at all. It should be a fabulous summer here in New Milford, and all the residents are looking forward to it. Reporting live in New Milford, Mark Robbins, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.